Snyder's Justice League was so good, it drove me to write a review. I've already watched it twice now and I am obsessed. I am now an advocate for the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse. This is my first ever movie review. Why should you trust my opinion? I'm not even wearing glasses. You trust me now? I'm gonna take these off, I can't see shit in these. I'm gonna do Zack Snyder's Justice League film review in 5 minutes. Spoiler alert, it's fucking sick. So first off, I just want to say that I haven't actually seen Justice League 2017, but I've seen most of it on YouTube, and from what I saw, it looked fucking shit. Zack Snyder's version of this film is split into 6 parts and an epilogue. Each one feels really well structured and that it was ripped out of a well-placed comic book. If Justice League was a shitty shonen, then Zack Snyder's is an excellent signing. He isn't afraid to show blood and gore and true violence. It is lighthearted at times, but mostly it stays true to its serious and more mature themes that DC is well known for, and in my opinion it always should be. I believe that is also one of the differences that separates DC from Marvel. Joss Whedon, the director of the 2 Avengers films, he tried to make Justice League parallel to Marvel, and he played it safe by adding more jokes, getting rid of that grippy vibe, throwing it in the bin and placing it with all these light-hearted shittiness and changing the colour palette and all that crap. But by doing this, he took away DC's trademark of being dark and gritty and dirty and fucking awesome, and by not making it into his own thing, that is why he failed, making him true villain of the DC universe. Now the characters, this is where the movie shines in my opinion. All the characters feel fleshed out, especially Cyborg and the Flash, because I know those two got fucking shafted in the last one. Cyborg and the Flash have both become a lot more central to the integral plot of the film. They're both likeable and are very interesting in their very own ways. I think most people who've already seen the film will agree with me on that. Aquaman is as badass as you would expect, and he probably has the most coolest scene in the entire film. That's all I have to say about that. You'll know it when you see it. From what I saw of the Flash in the last film, I thought I was going to hate him. I thought he was just going to be unfunny and annoying, but I ended up really liking him, and he was genuinely funny in this. Same with that, I thought Cyborg I wouldn't give a shit about. I wouldn't give a shit about him in the slightest, but I was wrong. So very wrong. He's badass, cool, and feels like he truly belongs in this film. He's got like a heartwarming backstory that ripples through the film. I gotta give props to Ray Fisher for that. Batman has much more epic scenes, as well as Wonder Woman, who's fucking brutal at times. Superman weirdly feels like he isn't in this film as much. I don't know if that's just me, but when he is in it, it's pretty cool. All of the Justice League really feel like they all belong in this film, and they're all important, and I really like what Zack Snyder did with them. Props to you, Zack Snyder. This did not feel like a 4-hour film. Time flew by, and I'm sure it will for you guys when you watch it. Cinematography is great. I'm not even a massive cinema buff, but like even I could tell that shit was good. You can see the sort of like each scene feels like a piece of art in the form of cinema. You can really feel Zack Snyder's passion in this film. The fight scenes, there's some pretty epic fight scenes, really fucking huge action scenes that just make you want to fucking break someone's neck. Like, it's awesome. Like I said, that mentioned the characters, that's a big fucking pro. Like, there's so many, to be honest. I'll admit some of the scenes did feel a bit long and dragged out, but luckily not too many of these. But another thing is there's quite a lot of CG in this film. Like, it didn't really bother me. A lot of it wasn't that noticeable, and it was pretty good, to be fair, but some CGI was just not very good. Looked like Animal Crossing floor at one point. Another thing is there's too much slow-mo in this film. It's like someone introduced Zack to slow-mo. Now he's addicted to it like crack. I know he's got a lot of slow-mo in his other films, but there's a lot in this film. And then I'd also say the intro for Darkseid was a little bit disappointing in my opinion. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The rating. I give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. It really makes you feel like Justice League. Can't wait to see what Zack Snyder does next. If he does, all I have to say is, why'd you send Joss Whedon
Do a man's job.
Hashtag restore the Snyderverse.